Hello there, my Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your Path of True Love reading for December-ish 2019. But you'll notice in the title I added timeless. Why? Because people are finding my readings months later and it's clicking for them. So they're timeless. I think all readings kind of are in a YouTube format. You follow where you're drawn. What are you going to do? There's the intuitive path for you right there. I am your reader. Angelo, Lyons, Mel for short. President of Join the Circle Productions since 1998. I've been doing this for a while. Not the YouTube part. That's new. Professional witch, professional intuitive. Go read my About Me in the description box. It links to my website. I've had a really fun career and it's still going and going strong. Yes, witch. A couple of things before we dive into the read itself. Just things I like to get out of the way, a little preamble, a little exposition. This is a general read, okay? So if it doesn't resonate, how do you know if it resonates? Well, I find that if something kicks me in the gut with disgust or kind of excites me, it's in the physical body, right? It resonates, you feel it, it's an intuitive hit. When a reading's not for you, it's like, meh, or if you're trying too much with the mind to make it your own, right? That's why I always do Sun, Moon, Rising as a foundation. I'll add Venus for relationship-based spreads like this one, Path of True Love, so you can check your other signs, get little pieces of the puzzle all the way through, and I try and make it fun as we go, except for those fucking twin flame readings. Those are a bitch, but, you know, I do my best. That's why I'm doing Soulmates after this one. I'm not diving into the twin flames that quickly. Once more into the bleach, right? My Virgo collective, I am a Virgo, a Virgo sun. To my subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing. We're getting closer to that 1,000 mark when I will start doing super live chat and doing drunk super live chat at least once a month. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you'll see when it happens, because it's a when, not a if at this point. Cool. What else did I want to say? Oh yeah. This is a Path of True Love reading. Yes, it's about relationships, but it's your path, right? This is not about anybody else. Really, ultimately, that's the paradox of the Path of True Love. It's all about your spiritual path, your healing path, your hero's journey, your, you know, whatever, the sojourn of the soul, this current incarnation, but all through the lenses of your relationships. So even though it's about relationships, it's about your own spiritual growth and evolution, becoming the true love that you already are, which is a paradox, I know, but, you know, welcome to mysticism. Get used to it. Anchoring your fifth dimensional awareness into third dimensional form. You know, it's all the same thing, but love never goes out of style, right? Love never gets old. So it's all about you becoming unconditional true love through the relationships on your path. It's just a really great way, particularly if you are a more empathic, intuitively based, self-defined divine feminine rather than divine masculine. We both have both, obviously. So you're getting me. So it's a different kind of read, and I think it's an important one because it helps you kind of focus on what's happening in your relationships that are here to help your soul grow and develop. And that's also why not all of these Path of True Love readings are about sex and romance and intimacy. I know everybody wants that. At least it seems on YouTube. Everybody wants that. But it's really, once you heal one pattern of relationship, it quantumly affects all of them. So sometimes you have to clear shit with a parent, right? Or a sibling, or a boss, or a coworker, or a friend, right? Or sometimes it's about acknowledging what magnificence and health you already have with them that support you in the other types of relationships. So that's kind of what these are about, looking at you on the path. Other than that, just remember to breathe. Oh yeah, all the cards that I read are all the way at the bottom of the description box. Just easier for me to add and subtract as I go, though I haven't subtracted any, I keep adding. But as you scroll down, there are some of my ebooks on there. There are some videos on there you might want to check out, particularly the one from Matt Kahn. I love him. He's a brilliant spiritual teacher. Soul Contracts Redefining Twin Flames Soulmates. Twin Flames and Soulmates Redefined. Soul Contracts. Good one. Game changer for me. Cool. Please remember to breathe. Every time you inhale, you're bringing in the very energy from whence this reading is coming. So you're sort of like downloading it while you're listening to me do it, right? We're focused. It's amazing that through technology we can do this. Although I do private readings all the time with people face to face, sitting right across from me, or, you know, through Facebook Messenger or Skype or something like that. So this is kind of fantastic to be able to do this, because pretty much I'm doing three readings a day. Like yesterday I did one for YouTube and I had 2 face-to-face clients. Trying to pace myself at least for now, because I was doing like 5 or 6 YouTube readings a day and burnt, crispy, right, with the holidays. It's fine, but I'm putting out good content. I guess that's about it. Please remember to breathe. Breathe in that chi, that prana, that reiki, shmiki, eggs and bakey. As we get down to business. Here we go, my Virgos. I love you so much. Please breathe with me. Exhale. Deeper the exhale, the instantly deeper the inhale. Here we go. My collective pantheons of angels, goddesses, gods, masters, and the higher selves of all involved, myself included, because I'm a Virgo. Please, one card in clarity from the Caroline Myss Archetype deck. What is the dominant archetype that this Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video can develop from lead to gold, lift from shadow to light, develop that soul power, that soul archetype, complete that part of their mission, or at least move it forward? For this December-ish 2019, otherwise timeless reading, please, what is the dominant archetype? Oh, I feel it, I feel it. You gave me 2. Which one is it? Top. Always go for the top. Woo! The visionary. I think we've gotten this before. The visionary archetype, which is really cool. It is the creative family of archetypes, one of my personal favorites, along with the artist, but has its pitfalls. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the shadow, or the lead, I prefer the language of alchemy, and the light, the gold, what you're shooting for, and whatever is going on the path of true love is helping you to alchemize this. Now, believe me, having the visionary on the path of true love can be incredibly blissful and incredibly painful at the same time, and all of it's for our good. Yikes. Then we'll clarify. Good. Here we go. Breathe. Lung buckets of air. The shadow attribute. Selling insights to the highest bidder. Compromising your vision to make it more acceptable, right? It's like, well, here's the way it really is, but for you, I'm only going to do it this much, right? It's like to make it more palatable, where there's something there about authenticity. And I know as a visionary myself, I see things way before they happen. And you sort of get in the habit of dumbing it down because people won't see the vision. Well, here, let me read you the light, and then you'll get it. The light attribute, capacity to envision what others cannot yet conceive for themselves. I mean, that's it. That you see something, you have this vision that other people just can't even conceive for themselves, and particularly in relationships, whether that's you see a tragedy coming where they're headed, they don't know, or maybe you see something beautiful, the soul within them, right? Aw, Melchior, come here. Oh, my little baby boy wants a little loving. Come here, up on the chair. Just don't meow. You have to perform. This is showtime, sweetheart. Mama's working, and she's got a hat on. I went out today to run errands, wore this hat, came back and went, ooh, I like this hat. Come here, beanbag. Oh, this is Melchior, my youngest. I think it's always worth it. Oh, he's such a butterball. He's my medicine ball. My Taurus. I love you, baby bear. All right, go on. Go play. He'll leave me. He hates when I pick him up. He'll leave us alone for a bit now. Maybe. So back to the visionary, right? That you can see something that others just can't conceive. But the second part of this and the light side of it, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. And that is so freeing in any relationship where you could say, you know, but I see the truth in you, and I see that our relationship could really be really supportive, be really this, be really that. And it might be completely wrong. Maybe they'll never see it, but there's something about, regardless of whether you get it or not, I have to communicate what I see as part of my own visionary soul experience, right? Sometimes we're tapping into to destiny, right? A lot of the things that we want are things already written into the divine plan. It's just we don't know that, right? So we push too hard. We try and make it happen where really it's just an intuitive response. I think a lot of impulse towards spell work is that too. Like when spells work, it's that we're casting for things that just on the soul level we know are scripted into this life, right? So in a way, they help us psychologically tune and adjust, and all that law of attraction stuff is great if you're bringing yourself into vibrational harmony with it. But also that shadow side, keep that in mind. And what we're going to do to clarify that is we're going to take the Chuck Spezzano Love Pack, Baby Love Pack, Fred Schneider alert. Half the deck is the Suit of Problems, the Debbie Downer womp womp cards, right? And that's going to help clarify the shadow. The other 3 suits in the deck are the Luck, the Healing, and the Gray suit. So we'll get one of those for the gold. Cool, cool? Breathe with me. Because really, as shadows go for the visionary, it's like selling it to the highest bidder. Now, I don't know how that would make sense in a relational context, but maybe, right? Maybe compromising your vision of somebody so that you don't get hurt, right? Like you see the truth of who they are, but it's like, yeah, no, but I just can't. Hey, been there, done that, have the burnt contact lenses, right? Seriously. Need some third eye Visine. Let's dive, breathe. My masters, please, one card to clarify for this shadow attribute of the visionary archetype for this Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Please, one card in clarity. Clarify the lead for this archetype. Rules. There are rules to the game. And if you're going to have a vision, you must make sure that it's palatable, otherwise they will burn you at the stake. Which, hello, past life for a lot of us, right? It's not that all of us were necessarily magical practitioners, but we had vision, we could see things, or maybe we just made exceptionally good coffee and others couldn't understand how. Potion witch that I am, right? So the rules and regulations do abide and obey. Yeah, look up Fuzzbox from the 80s, great band. This really has that feeling of self-hemmed in rules. Like, I can't, well, you know, also you don't want to necessarily reveal your grand high vision at, you know, Christmas dinner with the family around. I get that part of it. That's a healthy boundary. That's keeping yourself somewhat protected. And don't hand your bubble to bubble poppers. Look, she was like, do you see that picture in the car? I don't know if you can see it with the light on it, but she's like really like holding a bubble there floating, and don't hand your bubble to bubble poppers too. So there's a balance there to be found. Let's have a look at the light here. No, my ascended masters of true love, please clarify for this Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign visionary archetype. Please give us a piece of grace, a piece of luck, or a piece of healing here to clarify the light side, the gold of this visionary archetype. See, intimacy. That it takes a certain intimacy to have a vision, and intimacy with yourself, and intimacy with the divine, and intimacy with your own intuitive system, right? Your own divine feminine energy, whether you consider yourself divine masculine or divine feminine, and then certainly to have that intimacy to communicate a vision in a way. So, you know, it's okay that you have your boundaries, but make sure they're not rules of rote, W-R-O-T-E, because that's just the way it is, that's the way it's always been. Instead, go a little bit more intimate. It's like, can I share with people in my life that I feel like I know I can trust the vision for my own life, the vision of what I want? Because, you know, that changes over time sometimes, right? I did my ethical slut phase. It was a field day. I married very young. I married my first husband at 22, and it wasn't legal, and it was in the 90s, and, you know, we lived in a tiny little garage apartment in Huntington Station, and it was blissful and it was wonderful, but we were in our 20s, right? And then I went a long fucking span, because then came the heyday of AOL chat rooms on Long Island. And yeah, Ethical Slut, great book, by the way, you might want to look it up. And now in my 50s, after having a few long-termers here, there, and everywhere, it's not a question of settling down, but like, I want my partner, but that's a vision that I have. And do you just share that with everybody, right? It was a pretty good example. Maybe it's yours, right? Maybe that fits for you. What we're going to do now is we're going to get 3 Daughters of the Moon Tarot, my favorite tarot deck, past, present, and future for where the Virgos were, are, and will be on the path of true love. Past, present, future, I'm dealing them face down. So I won't know what they are until you know what they are, or vice versa. You won't know what they are until I know what they are. I am so sorry. I thought I had my volume on my phone turned off. Hopefully it won't make any more noise. My apologies. I really need an assistant, and the cats are just hopeless without thumbs. They don't know how to work cell phones, and I'm good. I'm okay with that. Please breathe. Oh, my goddesses. Oh, mother, mother, mother. My goddesses, please. 1 card in clarity for this Virgo collective. Where have they been on the path of true love relative to the moment they are watching this video, please? Where have they been in the past? Where have they been? 1 card for the past. My goddesses, please, 1 card of clarity. Where are the Virgo collective now on the path of true love? Where are they now? There's our 2nd. And please, my goddesses, in unity and harmony, please. Oh, where are they headed? Where are we headed? Where am I headed? Where are we all headed, the Virgo collective? On the oh, there it is, on the path of true love. December-ish 2019. Yet somehow magically timeless, like my coffee. Always good. All right, our past card. Well, we've got the Hermit, the Virgo card, right? Riding alone, and it's okay because not only are we riding alone, we're riding alone by choice, hovering above Stonehenge on a pale horse, right? A gray horse, sort of looking down, getting the higher perspective, the solitary journey, the wise one alchemizing knowledge, experience into wisdom, right? Because knowledge plus experience equals wisdom, and who better than the crone, the Kaliach? Yes, the Kaliach. She'll come for you, the Kaliach, right? The crone, right? Absolutely the crone, the wise one. Certainly the hermit in this this deck, but also knowing that, you know, that is very Virgo, that we tend to internalize, right? We tend to kind of want to seek our light, our information within first, because we are the only sign that crosses its legs, right? We are in some ways more comfortable by ourselves. I won't say alone or lonely, but solitary, right? So that we can self-heal, right? So that we can heal ourselves, because we give so much in service to the rest of the fucking zodiac, right? So some self-healing, some self-care, some, you know, time with the self, not in exile voluntarily. A hermit goes voluntarily. Where are we now? Well, the Ace of Cups, so paying off, right? Like this, you know, sometimes we just have to feel the absolute most painful stuff within, so that we build up this pressure like a spring, so that we then catapult into the heights of new beginnings, right? So perhaps there was some erosion, some loss. Well, let's say Mercury retrograde, and it's that time of year where we're no longer, well, technically we're still in autumn, but it definitely ain't summer anymore, and we're almost at Yule, where it's winter. It is the dying phase, right? After Samhain, it's the season of the dead. So this time of going in, healing, introspection, all of that erosion, now we're getting some renewal, an Ace of Cups, right? A new beginning, a seed of happiness, as it's called in this deck, which, yes, can often mean an offer of love, an emotional, exciting offer. Don't worry, we're going to clarify those cards with the Mythic Tarot, but let's look at our future one. Let's do that first, shall we? It's another fucking ace. We've got 2 aces. The Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. I'm stoked to be a fucking Virgo right about now. Yeah, well, just sort of like the Virgo, we pulled back. I use this a lot for Sagittarius, the Archer, right? It's like we pulled back, now. New opportunities, definitely on the path of true love in terms of the Ace of Cups in the present moment, and the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Flames, creation. Sounds like our renewal's coming in, and it's actually happening now. So you may be experiencing it more in terms of, let me hear this right, emotional peace, right? More emotional centeredness. Yes, there's been some turbulence, maybe some calm, maybe some self-love. Like I'm telling you right now, every day, as often as you can. Focus on your breath. You know, go to the bathroom, do it silently, sit down. Well, maybe you don't want to breathe too deep in the bathroom, but, you know, it depends on your situations. And just talk to that heart silently. Just go, I fucking love you, kid. I love you so much. I want your dreams to come true, and you're magnificent. It doesn't matter what anybody else says in this world. My job is to love you. I ain't trying to change you. God damn, I love you, kid. And by the way, use the F word. It loves that. I fucking love you, kid. The child of the heart loves that. The inner child loves that, right? Water that seed, that Ace of Cups, because really, something's going to happen. Definitely, no, there's offers coming in. There's definitely offers coming in. But I can feel, particularly coming out of that hermit phase, to bring that love that you had to have tapped into on the path of true love in the recent past, to now have that manifest as a seed. It's like you filled up the cup, and now it's starting to expand, and bringing with it, that feels like passion, creativity, sexuality. But we'll see. Let's clarify those 3 goddess cards, right? I asked the goddesses for that. For the gods to clarify, right? Please breathe. Right? You gotta fucking anyway. Oh, breathe, 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 breathe. My gods, Dionysus, oh, Lord of wine, Lord of vine, sacred Lord, patron mine. Please, one card in clarity, please clarify for us in this Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. For that Hermit card, where we have been on the path of true love, please clarify where this Virgo collective visionary archetype has been on the path of true love, considering we have the card of the Hermit. Well, 4 of Pentacles, absolutely, covering the heart. Get down to work, I'm going to keep everything to myself, I'm going to keep my nose to the grindstone. I know that's more of the 8 of Pentacles, but, you know, that thing of sort of like holding on, right? It's like, no, I'm keeping to myself right now. I'm keeping my heart chakra maybe not closed, but maybe that very thing of, no, I'm giving myself the material, physical support that I need, giving to myself what I need, and perhaps shutting out others in the process, hence the Hermits, what we do, cross the legs. It's okay, though our virginity grows back by sunlight. Cheers. Oh, Goddess Hestia, blessed be. Let's have a look then. We just have to clarify. I'm so down with this. I have to clarify. My gods, please, this Ace of Cups, where we are now on the path of true love. I'm so down for this. Please. Nice card of clarity, please. Please clarify what that is for us for this Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign on the path of true love. December-ish 2019, though timeless for whenever anybody's watching this. Please, one card, please clarify. Fuck. The Lovers. Okay, does the Lovers automatically mean you're gonna fall in love with somebody? Yes! No, it doesn't. It means that there's a life-changing decision, right? Here we are, the choice of Paris. Paris has to choose who to give the golden apple to. Does he give it to Hera for infinite power? Does he give it to Athena for infinite wisdom? Or does he give it to Aphrodite for the most beautiful woman on earth, who is Helen of Troy? He chooses Helen of Troy, so starts the fucking Trojan War, right? Life-changing decisions. It ain't all about, produce, right? Golden produce. By the way, it had written on it, to the most beautiful goddess. What, do you think the gods were going to take that one up? Oh, no. Bring us a human. Right? So, yeah, I mean, for a love read on the path of true love, the Lovers, it's like there is an offer and there's going to be a decision. And I'm telling you, it ain't a choice. It's a decision. Can you bring your love, your wisdom, and your power together, right? Can you bring all of that together? The divine masculine, blessed sacred mind, and the divine feminine sacred heart, right? Can you then choose, like, bring those 3 into congruence? It feels like with this, you're going to say yes, but let's find out. Big lung bucket breath with me, my Virgs. Thank you. Slow my shit down. I'm an earth sign, for goddess sake. How's that for a colloquial prayer? My gods, please clarify this Ace of Flames, this creation energy, this incredibly phallic card in every other tarot deck on planet Earth. Ace of Wands, Ace of Flames, please clarify this for the Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs on the path of true love for where we're all going on the path of true love. December-ish, but timeless 2018. The fucking Chariot. Yes, witch. Yes. Okay, so forward movement. Forward movement, really, let's take that to heart. Let's have another look at it. Okay, I am not talking to anybody. Screw you guys, I'm going home, right? I'm taking my ball and going home, shutting down, I'm gonna heal myself. Whew, present moment. Love offer coming. If it hasn't hit yet, get ready. It's coming. Some kind of offer. Now look, it can be a thing of, you know, hey, we're having a party, you want to come over? It's like, that is an offer. That is an Ace of Cups. Go, because it feels like it is going to open up a whole other thing relatively quickly, because on the path of true love, to have a series of aces, a one, then a one, it's definitely indicative of a cycle of new beginnings, particularly around Yule, which is the first degree of the sun in Capricorn, starting the wheel of the year all over again. So it's the new moon of the sun. And with Chariot, about gathering your forces of lightness and dark, of left and right, of the very energies, the divine mind and the divine heart, the sacred masculine and the sacred feminine, making the choice, moving it together, bringing it together and moving it forward. That's pretty hot. It's pretty fucking hot. I love being a Virgo. I usually do. Which is why it's tricky to read myself, so I gave up on not projecting onto the reads anymore. I'm too intellectual. I'm too interpretive. Particularly in dance. The rest of this reading I shall do interpretive dance. No, I won't. Although I could. I'm well trained. Let's ask the angels. Nice celestial overview, right? Nothing like an oracle to just give you a one or two words. You just go, oh, thank you. And then we'll lay down two more and then we're done. We'll do overview. I always do, and I'll pop up the picture of the spread at the end. Please breathe with me. My angels, please, one card in clarity for this Virgo collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, sign, Visionary, Archetype for December-ish 2019. Please, one card in clarity, in overview, on the path of true love for the Virgos. New love. Look, I with intimacy, right, with the lovers, with the Ace of Cups, particularly after the Wise One, the Hermit, with the Chariot and the Ace of Wands, I'm going to go out on a little bit of a tarot limb here and say that this is romantic, intimate, sexual, because it just feels that way on this card. Maybe that is my own projection. Maybe that's for a percentage of the collective. Who knows? But the angels are saying something new. I mean, come on, new love with an ace and an ace. It's written on, I can't say on the wall. It's written on my table in cardboard, but it's written. Very, very, very interesting thing there from the overview to say that we, and I'll include myself in this because I know this is true in my life, just closed out a big cycle, got rid of a shitload of people in my life. Clearing out the narcissist. Bless them all. They don't know they're narcissists. Rarely do they have enough self-reflection to know that, right? But the abusive people had to go. The abusers, the neglectors, the codependers. Like, I needed a clean fucking break. We'll see who the gods send back. But then certainly then this could be a renewal, right? Somebody coming back in. But my sense with new love is that this is a new sense of love for self. Would have to be, so that it then fills in, right? In love, attraction, filling in the grid, yeah, all of that. But to really get that love of self, people will say love yourself, they won't tell you how. Here's how. Get the fuck away from people for a little bit like the Hermit. Put your hand on your heart, breathe, and tell the child in your heart, tell your heart, I love you. And it's not going to believe you right away because lots of people have said, I love you to the child of your heart and then did very unloving things. It's like building up a bank account. You have to keep making deposits. I fucking love you, kid, and use the F word. It loves it. Just saying, if I haven't said that before. New love. Let's ask the higher selves of all involved here with a whisper of love. By the way, this Doreen Virtue Healing with the Angels, it's all in the description box, but I try and give people credit where credit is due, because I like it when people credit me on shit. Thank you very much. We're all in this together in this holographic fifth dimensional unity consciousness being anchored onto planet Earth. Cat hair on my nose from kissing the kitten. Breathe. Here we go. High mark 5, please. Oh, the higher selves of all involved, one card in clarity. For this Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, visionary, archetype, on the path of true love for December-ish 2019, otherwise timeless for whenever somebody's watching it. Please, one card in clarity, a whisper of love for the Virgo collective. Be willing to express love. Ace, right? Ace of Wands. Be willing to express love. When we express love, we begin to receive more love. So good. It's at an ace. Risk is minimal. But let's keep in mind, if you are watching this for the month of December with the holidays around family and all of that, get in your practice. Be kind. Be silent or be kind, right? Silently bless people. Know that people are in pain, that they're not even aware that they're in, and they have no idea what to do about it. That's why their behavior is the way they are. That's why even when we treat people horribly, it's not really us doing it. It's the pain that we don't even know about co-opting the show, really taking us over. It's called being possessed by pain. Go check out some Eckhart Tolle, particularly, I mean, I think he talks about it in all of his books. But I found so many of his videos of just him talking on YouTube. Go have a look. Just put in Eckhart Tolle, T-O-L-L-E, pain body, or possessed by pain body. You'd be surprised. It's like, oh, we all fucking do that. Yeah. So be willing to express love even if silently, because, you know, stealth is a little bit of our thing, isn't it, Virgo? Cross your legs. This should totally be like our secret sign. It's like, instead of witch's honor, it's like Virgo honor, right? Be willing to express love, you know, and willing, that's the element of fire, will, desire, choice, and with that chariot. So start on an ace level. Be willing to express love to yourself. I love you, child. I love this body. Talk to your body through talking to your heart, right? The inner child is the emotional heart. Remembers everything, and you will cry. That's how you'll know eventually you're doing it right. The child will go, really? You know, and it's good. It's loving yourself. It's not pretty. It's emotional exorcism, not a fucking Hallmark card. Or worse, Good Witch's Christmas. Good Witch's Christmas? Really? If she's a good witch, she's doing Yule, but I'm just an old fuck at this point, aren't I? Yeah, I suppose so. By the way, I don't watch the Hallmark Channel. Sorry. I don't think they were going to sponsor me anyway. Last card down. We're going to do a Journey of Love Oracle. I love the Journey of Love. And I'm not ever going to memorize these cards because what's written in the book is far better than me paraphrasing it. It's so delicious. It so wraps the readings up so nicely. Always. Like, I haven't seen it once where it was like, not really. No, it always like hits on things already in the spread. So let's do this. Ready? Breathe with me, my Virgs. Oh, my brother, sister, mutable earth signs. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, please. We start with the collective pantheons. We end with the collective pantheons. Please. My pantheons of angels, goddesses, gods, masters, and the higher selves of all involved, please, one card in clarity, a Journey of Love Oracle card to synthesize, to synopsize, to clarify, to complete. Oh, this path of true love reading for the Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs on the path of true love for December-ish 2019. Otherwise timeless, please. Please sum this up. Here's the card. The Journey of Love card. And our final card is the Heartfire. Card number 1. And I know this one now because it seems to come up a lot. Oh my god, it's another ace. Holy shit. Holy shit. It's like, it's like my guides are like, that's another ace. I'm like, yeah, you're right, it is. That's why they're the guides and why I'm the ground crew. Holy fuck balls. You know, you watch other readers and they go, oh my god, I can't believe it. It's like, I get what they're feeling sometimes. It's just like, that is a little shocking. Because as a reader, you know the odds of any one particular card or series like that kind of synchronicity is relatively rare. Although we're not dealing with billions of cards, there's obviously a probability factor in there. So let me read you Heartfire. This is good, right? So card number 1 reduces to a 1. Duh, right? There's some numerology for you. Keep it simple. Keep it safe. Please breathe. Passion is igniting within you. It is not a time when things will remain still, even if the change is only sensed as a subtle stirring underneath the surface of things. Even if slow at first, passion will unfold from within your heart, soon to be burning bright like a sun, unrestrained. You are learning how to ride the waves of passion through eruptions of heat and descent into coolness. There's your descent into coolness. Bearing the absence of fire only to realize it is returning to you again. Ride its waves, knowing that passionate bliss will always return to a heart that is on fire with a love for life. Now hit the pause right there. That's why you keep that heart fire going. You keep loving that child. That child of the heart, your inner child, is the seed of the higher self. It's your innocence. It's your passion. It's your willingness to see things with fresh eyes and to love life like a child, to see things clearly and innocently, but with the wisdom of the higher self and all that you've learned, the crone along the way, right? So you guard that child, had to say. The coolness allows us to experience the heat. Once you realize that the fire emerging from within you will ebb and flow, you will trust its presence. You will realize that whether your passionate fire is obvious, drawing you into life, or dwelling quietly within you, gaining power from the deepest sources of your being, soon to rise once more as a constant. It is a constant in your heart. Accept the fire of your heart and know that this is how you are meant to be, on fire with love for all that is. So that can really even be a love of God, a love of the divine, which I have to tell you as a mystic, I just said this in prayer last night. I said, guys, if I could spend every moment of my life in prayer and in devotion to the divine in its many shapes and forms as it reveals itself to me, in prayer and in meditation, I would do it. I would pick ashram life like that. But you know what? Not great Wi-Fi. Right? The food's not amazing from what I hear. And you still have to like scrub floors and peel potatoes. So it's ashram life, monastery life is not the fucking Hilton. All right? It's a lot of fucking work. It's a hard life. Plus you're in there with all those other people. Right? So it's not quite what we envision. Right? So we have to still live our lives and do that. But to fall in love with God, I highly recommend it. But I'm a mystic, I would say that. This oracle brings a message for you. Trust the passion and the fire of your heart to guide your decisions now, right? Not to go completely with the heart, but to trust when your heart is saying yes, when that innocent child in you is saying yes, let's go for it. Let's at least build this spark, right? Let's give it a shot. What would make you feel most alive? Choose that. If you are feeling a lack of genuine passion in your life, take comfort that it is awakening in your own heart now, bringing something that has been long in rest. Right? That Four of Pentacles. Back to life. Breathe. Here's the poem. These are usually the killer, right? Oh, and it rhymes. I love a nice rhyming couplet. Join with me. Smooth. Life unfolds in wondrous ways, and time together fills the days with unexpected gifts beyond our wildest dreams. Like opening hearts as feelings start to face the longing when we part. Our souls know this is more than what it seems. In gratitude, I offer prayer, with thanks for this love so rare, asking guidance on this sweet sojourn. The answers come in tears that flow. Preach. Emotions raw and smiles that show. Preach. Part 2. Becoming one is worth the wait until I can return. That feeling that life and coming back in and refueling and letting it rebuild. This is a beginning of a new cycle for the Virgos here, not just in love, but in passion, really, both of them, both water and fire, and balancing that. And I won't say long time coming because I don't know what your situations are, but certainly if you took the time out, right? And of course, now let me do the overview. This is just easier than an overview. Ready? Here we go. Magic clap. Bang. We start for this Virgo read with the visionary archetype. In its shadow, selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable with rules, particularly if in the rules of a relationship that you might be so inspired, you might see so much probability in a new love situation, but trying to keep it under your hat so you don't freak people out. I get that part. That is certainly the rules of engagement in our society. However, the light side here, capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain, with the card of intimacy clarifying that to know that whether it's you're saying that intimately in prayer, or to a spiritual counselor, a spiritual director, or a good friend, someone that you can sort of almost like have that space of intimate confession with, and certainly to the person you envision that with, should that be doable, that it be done perhaps with healthy boundaries. Of course, with healthy boundaries. We're Virgos. We are the sign of boundaries, crossed legs, hymen, but with a healthy sense of intimacy. Absolutely. Looking at the past, present, future here. For the past, we've got the Hermit and the Four of Pentacles. Not so much a closing up, but a shutting down. Like closing down for a little bit, right? Going to unplug, going to go within, going to get that heart fire, right, which is our last card, that heart fire relit, doing some self-love, taking some self-care, allowing some of the changes that we've been through either recently or in the past cycle of the Wheel of the Year to integrate, to rest, to self-care, as well as to see things from a higher point. Even in the Rider-Waite Tarot, the Hermit is on top of a mountain, right? To get that higher altitude and hence higher attitude point of view from spirit, with the Four of Pentacles sort of guarding the heart. Then we move into where Virgo is now on the path of true love, and we've got the Ace of Cups, the One of Cups with the Lovers. Sure, a spark of love, an offering, I should say, a cup of love, an ace, the card of happiness, something that is a seed that may be very tender, very gentle like a seed, but that can be grown into something. But a life-changing decision has to be made with the Lovers card there about really, I would say, how to balance the head and the heart with the choice, right? Because the power, the love, and the wisdom all indicated here. You don't have to choose just one. You can do them all wisely, perhaps by going slow. Yeah, then we move into the future where you're headed on the path of true love here. And let's say that's a period of a month or two, right? Let's say that it's a period of a month or two from One of Cups to One of Flames, from the Lovers to the Chariot. That would make sense. It would still very much be in a new phase, but now that lovely One of Cups is manifested into the One of Flames, so that now there's more passion. Interesting how the emotional connection happens first before the sexual, passionate one, which is usually the other way around. And with that Chariot card, you want to do it. I wouldn't suggest sleeping with this person right away. Not with ace energy. I would say take it slow, particularly that you're coming out of Hermit phase there, Hermit mode there with that card of the Chariot. You're going to move forward, but wait a little while so that you really know it's clean, clean in the sense of the intention of it is clean, where it's not just a mutual, but you both understand it's like we're going to take our time with this because that chariot is making you want to gallop ahead, and that is rarely a good idea. Even in a reconciliation, if this is a return of somebody from the past, still take it fucking slow, because that chariot with the Lovers, this is life changing. So speeding down the road, not necessarily wise, right? Looking at the angels are calling it as it is, a new love. And again, that can mean somebody from the past that has walked away that you thought would ever talk to, it could ever work out. It can be a renewal. For some of you, that is. But I think overall, in the majority of the collective here, and I'm hoping for myself, this is somebody brand new walking in, or somebody really that you never would have considered. And of course, the higher selves are always going to say, be willing to express love, but remember to express that to yourself first, to keep that ongoing. What you learned, what you healed in your hermit phase needs to be ongoing. Loving your own heart, letting that child inside of you cry, because that child is going to be afraid of getting hurt. Why wouldn't it? To let it have its voice, but don't let it run the show. So be willing to express love to that child of your own heart, as well as eventually be willing to express your love to this person, but take it slow. Remember, Virgo is the Knight of Pentacles, the slowest moving knight. And that all wraps up with the heart fire, that there is something so passionate and so divinely sparked by this to bring passion to your life, and particularly it feels like in this relationship that this is a brand new beginning. Even if it is someone returning, it's a whole new start for you, my Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. I would say that when this opportunity comes up with the Lovers, where you have to really decide, it's not just a choice, it's a decision, to really balance the head and the heart, so that, you know, the love and the wisdom, so that the willpower, the choice, you can make the wisest decision, the most empowering decision, even if you have to go into prayer and ask for the guidance and grace as the visionary to really live out your vision, bring it into form, decision by choice, by decision, by choice, for the well-being of all. Wow. And I'm glad to be a Virgo. Like, this doesn't look easy, but it doesn't look torturous either. It looks like a really, really good path of true love read. I'm very glad to be a Virgo right now, because this is what we're sort of built for, right? Particularly that we've got our own card, the Hermit, in there, kind of saying we could always go back to Hermit if necessary. I could, look, I'm such a Virgo. I can, give me 10 minutes, I can go into Hermit. Right the fuck back out, right? It's, ooh, go inside, castle walls up, pull up the drawbridge, right? You know, go inside, love the self, heal the self, because we are here. We are the servants of the zodiac, no question. Gee, I wonder how many fucking tarot readers on YouTube are Virgos. It seems like all of them are. But I am certainly one, and glad to be not just a Virgo reader on YouTube, but a Virgo, but a YouTube reader. So much fun, so satisfying. What a great service. So much fun for me to give, so satisfying. And so may you serve yourself in this, my Virgo brothers and sisters, and I will leave you with this. Ready? How about a blessing? Breathe with me. One more. May the Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs be blessed with all that they need on the path of true love, to love wisely and well, and with great power, to make the decisions necessary to grow, to heal, to learn, to become, to take the new opportunities, to play their role in the divine plan, and play it well for the well-being of all. And so it is. May we all be so blessed. And thank you so much for watching, my Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising signs. Please do like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, the whole 9 yards. And wishing you the very, very best and the very, very blessed of December-ish 2019 and beyond. But for now, hail, farewell, and blessed be.